Post-it notes and yellow legal pads to computer disks and thumb drives, and they probably scoured that house for anything that could have had any kind of, documentation.
He says the raid may have been triggered about concern over some material that might have been destroyed.
One of the things they learned, from the Hillary Clinton investigation is you want to get on these things as quick as you can, because destruction of evidence, even in a digital world, can still take place.
And that raid coming after Manafort talked with the Senate investigators.
It's a big problem in the LA Community College, and the district board members are adamant in finding a solution to the homeless among their students.
A recent survey found that 1 in 5 of the district's 230,000 students is homeless, and roughly 2/3 don't get enough to eat. That prompted a couple of board members to call for action. Scott Swankin is on the community college board. He says they must do something. He's introducing a resolution to focus on the issue.
We released the study. Now we need to operationalize, and we need to come up with tangible programs at every one of our 9 colleges to help our students.
He says the district cannot go it alone and must rely on resources from the city and county and make sure the students know where those resources are. He's hoping that homeless services will come to the campuses and work with the students to find housing and shelters. John Baird, KNX 1070 News Radio.
A convicted sex offender is in trouble with the law again after police say he groped several women at a Yucaipa supermarket. This man tells CBS2 the guy grabbed his wife while he was just steps away. The suspect took off before police arrived.
I came home just thinking I can't let him leave and let this escalate with another woman.
So he got a picture of the suspect and posted it on Facebook, and that's when other victims started coming forward.
And the same thing happened to my daughters at the Redland Fair. Is this the guy? And sent me a picture. And I said, sure enough, it was him.
Eventually, a parole officer recognized the suspect, and he was arrested using the GPS in his ankle monitor, and he's jailed right now without bail.
Police are investigating a death in Glendale. A woman in her 60s found on the ground near an apartment carport. She was apparently shot. Police say it doesn't appear to have been a random shooting. They're looking for a man who was seen leaving that area in a car.
And LA County will pay $1.5 million to settle a lawsuit filed by the family of a man who was shot and killed after he allegedly tried to run down a sheriff's deputy with his car. It happened 2 years ago in Cerritos. Supervisors chose to settle the wrongful death case, even though the deputy who shot the man was later cleared by the DA's office. Well, looks like passengers being bumped on airlines, well, it's getting better. We'll have a report coming up in about 2 minutes.
Brought to you by Attorney Sweet James Burgener. Your traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s at 8:35. Here's Jennifer York.
Antelope Valley Metrolink trains 203, 208 in a holding pattern up in the Pacoima area between Sylmar and Sun Valley. That's because a freight train on those tracks hit a pedestrian. Pedestrian apparently taken away in critical condition. It's stopped, and so you've got, it's across the intersections of McClay, Brand, and Fox. That's up in the Pacoima area, so just want to give you a heads up on that. We'll stay on top of it for you, but that's the very latest. Hopefully they'll be using maybe some bus shuttles or bus bridges to accommodate the passengers that usually ride. Again, it's AV line 203 and 208. Southbound at 14 at Golden Valley, we've got a truck conked out in at least one lane. The backup there is to Via Princessa. It stays heavy down to about Newhall Avenue, then it opens up for you. 5 north at Osborne, we've got a stalled truck in the right lane. I'm not seeing a lot of slowing because of it, just a heads up. Also, a big problem working to the southbound side of the 710. This is at Delamo. They've got at least 2 or 3 cars blocking the right lane there. The backup is from before the 105. Speaking of the 105, we just have now solid red. There was an earlier problem at Crenshaw. And prior to the crash on the westbound side, there were pockets of slowing. Now just one big solid red line I've got there for you on that west 105. That's from before the 710 all the way over to Crenshaw. And then it actually opens up. And it looks pretty good heading into the LAX area. Our next report is at 8:45. I'm Jennifer York. With more traffic reports more often. KNX 1070 News Radio.
It's a nice day. Sunny skies in LA today with temperature readings that'll be back into the 70s along the beaches this afternoon. Upper 80s downtown, 90s in the valleys in the Inland Empire. Currently in Huntington Beach at 68, Culver City has 67, and in Studio City right now it is 68 degrees.
We've got tickets to go see Toto and Pat Benatar at the Greek. Your timeline contest coming up in about 4 minutes. Right now it's 8:36.
Well, I'm at work, so is Washington and Sacramento and the people at City Hall. That's why the first thing I do when I get in the car is turn on KNX.
The KNX Afternoon News, the breaking news you need on the way home, plus traffic every 10 minutes on the 5s. Today starting at 2. 2 on Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station, KMX 1070 News Radio.
Hiring the right lawyer after an accident is very important. Attorney Sweet James Bergener has won more than $400 million for his clients. Insurance adjusters and other attorneys call him when they get into an accident. You should too. 800-881-2021 or go to sweetjames.com.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Bob McCormick here. I'm talking to Elder Care attorney Zorn Basic with Nursing Home Solutions. Zorn, how are families dealing with the rising cost of nursing home care?
Bob, nursing home care can exceed $100,000 a year. Medi-Cal is the primary payer for nursing home care. Unfortunately, most people consider Medi-Cal a poverty program and fail to apply.
So, people are choosing not to apply because they don't believe they can qualify?
Exactly. Families are leaving over $100,000 a year in benefits on the table because they don't know how to become eligible. In fact, Medi-Cal was designed for middle-class families. It's the most misunderstood program around, and it's probably one of the best for nursing home care.
So, you're saying families can keep their home, business. In addition, couples can keep their IRA and pension incomes as well.
Absolutely.
And how can people get in touch with you, Zorn?
We have a lot of information at nhscare.com. That's nhscare.com.
Or call 800-773-6467. That's 800-773-6467. Thanks for sharing this with our listening audience.
Good morning, Southern California. Ty Bennington here from Extreme Makeover. Now look, I've built a lot of homes. I've seen a lot of people cry, but you know what makes me cry? Termites. Yes, termites will eat your home. I'm not kidding. That's why I call my friends at Pacific Coast Termite. They solve your termite problems. Pacific Coast Termite uses orange oil to kill termites on contact. And they use the revolutionary new product, Ultraset, which destroys termites in the ground or wood. Either place, they're gone. And with orange oil and Ultraset, there's no tinting, no bagging your food and clothes, and no move out. You, your family, and pets can stay home. So if you've seen termites swarming, it's time to call the best in the business. They are A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. They also do apartments, businesses, and restaurants. Call 800-PACIFIC. Pacific Coast Termite has treated over 50,000 California homes and offers a full 2-year warranty on its termite services. Call 800-PACIFIC and say Ty Pennington to receive a 10% discount.
Call 800-PACIFIC for 10% off. That's 800-PACIFIC for Pacific Coast Termite.
Summertime. Are you ready for it? Or is your AC system living on borrowed time? If you need a new AC system, call the guys at Southland Heating and Air Conditioning.
Hi, this is Dave Molina with Southland Heating and Air. Our main goal is to try to find a solution that's going to make your home a more comfortable home. We'll be the most competitive for what it is you want to purchase.
Hi, my name's Matt Alba. At Southland, we're a 5-star company from Yelp to Angie's List. Please give Southland a call.
Ray Alba with Southland Heating and Air Conditioning. We'd like to solve problems for people without breaking the bank. Give us a chance to earn your business. You won't be disappointed.
60 years combined experience, easy financing. Plus, for a limited time, get a new HVAC system for as low as $99 a month. Plus, a whole house hospital-grade filtration system. And they'll even install a free Nest thermostat. Call Southland Heating and Air. 866-361-6568. 866-361-6568. Or visit southlandheatingandair.com. CSOB number 797064. Must purchase qualifying equipment. Some restrictions apply. Call for details. Offer expires 8/31/17.
When it comes to retirement, people often ask, do I have enough to retire on? How can I take advantage of stock market gains while helping protect what I have from a crash? What can I do to maximize retirement cash flow? Should I roll over my 401k? If any of these questions sound familiar or you have more, don't miss this free Money Matters Retirement Seminar in Palos Verdes this Saturday or Woodland Hills Thursday, August 17th. Reserve now at moneymatters.net. That's moneymatters.net or call 800-994-0302.
It's 8:41 at KNX. After some headline-grabbing passenger bumping, it looks like airlines are cutting back on the practice. In the second quarter of this year, the 12 biggest carriers reported the lowest bumping rate since the Fed started tracking it 2 decades ago. One of the most publicized incidents involved a doctor in April being dragged off a United flight in Chicago. His injuries that day included lost teeth, a broken nose, and a concussion.
It is time for Timeline. Bid the first caller at 866-569-1070 to guess the correct year the following events happened, and you'll win a pair of tickets to Toto and Pat Benatar at the Greek. It's coming up August 27th. Again, the number 866-569-1070.
Loving every minute of it!
It was August.
Peace, love, and happiness.
The Woodstock revival is underway in upstate New York.
It's like how many times in a lifetime you go to Woodstock?
In sports.
Bad day for certainly all the players.
Major League Baseball players walk out on strike, putting an end to the season.
Kind of difficult to get excited about millionaires fighting millionaires.
At the movies, Woody Harrelson and Juliette Lewis star in Oliver Stone's Natural Born Killers. And on the radio, Elton John is top 10 with Can You Feel the Love Tonight from The Lion King. What year was it?
First caller with the correct year wins a pair of tickets to Toto and Pat Benatar at the Greek coming up August 27th. Timeline airs again tomorrow morning at 8:40 with new highlights, and tomorrow afternoon at 5:20.
We got a big problem in Tustin right now. Southbound 5 and Red Hill got a crash. Causing headaches all the way from Anaheim. We'll check your traffic coming up at 8:45. Right now it's 8:42.
You heard me talk about the amazing folks at Rush Tax Resolution and the millions of dollars they saved their clients. So what are you waiting for? These guys are the only tax firm I trust. They're A+ rated with the BBB and right here locally. I've been there, I've met with their staff, and I've seen firsthand their incredible results. So if you have an IRS or state issue, you are crazy if you don't call these guys right now for a free consultation. You have nothing to lose, and they may be able to save you thousands of dollars. They'll only take your case if they know that they can help you. Like one listener who writes, I put off dealing with the IRS until my employer received an embarrassing levy notice from the IRS. It was devastating to me. Jennifer, I listen to you every day. I trust your traffic reports, and I remembered you mentioned to call 855-IRS-CALL. So I called Rush Tax, and they had the levy released by 8 a.m. the very next morning. Well, doggone it, congratulations to you. Call 855-IRS-CALL. That's 855-477-2255 or rushtaxresolution.com. Seriously, what are you waiting for? 855-477-2255.
8:44 on Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station, KNX 1070 News Radio. Good morning, I'm Nick Helton.
And I'm Heather Jordan. Coming up.
Latest on the threats by North Korea against the Pacific island of Guam.
This Frank Motek stocks pull back from recent all-time highs. Cyber attackers now targeting companies involved in manufacturing. Your money at 8:50.
I'm Randy Cardoon, USC's quarterback, on how training camp is going, and the Rams and Chargers facing off on the practice field today. Sports in 10 minutes.
And fear is growing for an experienced hiker who's missing near Sierra Madre.
Those stories are coming up in the next 15 minutes, but first it's 8:45. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s, brought to you by Dove Men Plus Care Antiperspirant. Here's Jennifer York.
Just got a motorcycle hit. Southbound side of the 5 at Stadium Way. Seems like it's every day that we have at least a couple of these crashes. 5 South Stadium Way. It looks like the backup here on that 5 is just beginning to build about the 2 freeway. This literally just came in before I went on the air. In terms of heading into the downtown area, I might stick with the 5, but this is going to get heavy rather quickly. At this point, it still looks okay. Like I said, it's only back up to the 2. The 101 is an alternate. If you're getting on anywhere south of, say the Cahuenga Pass, it's in pretty good shape. It starts to load up south of Santa Monica Boulevard. Coming out of the valley, though, let me just tell you, the 5 South is a little heavy from Hollywood way down to Burbank, and the 170 South is tough from about Victory Boulevard into the Cahuenga Pass. South 405, it looks very typically slow from Sherman Way into the Sepulveda Pass. I want to get into Orange County real quick. Southbound side of the 5 at Red Hill. Now, we had that earlier signal alert at Jamboree. They cleared that. Now you got this new problem at Red Hill. What does that mean? Well, it means that we still have a lot of slowing from Catella on that southbound 5. In terms of taking the 405 instead, say you're heading down towards the El Toro Y, this is what you could expect. South 405, sluggish from Westminster to about, maybe Beach. After Beach, it starts to open up. It's not heavy all the way into Fountain Valley, which it normally is. And then there's a drop more slowing heading into Irvine, heading down towards the El Toro Y on that southbound 405. No one wants to be the sweaty guy at work, right? So pick up some new Dove Men Plus Care. 91% of guys who use it, well, they recommend it. You can become a KNX traffic tipster. You can call the LA Metro traffic tip line at 323-467-1070. You give us information we can pass along to millions of our listeners, so it's a win-win. Our next report is at 8:55. I'm Jennifer York with more traffic reports more often. KNX 1070 News Radio.
Hey, good day, everybody. Well, another nice day shaping up. Really typical for us for August. Thankfully, not much humidity, if at all. So it'll be a nice one today. We'll call it right around 84 to 85 downtown. The beaches today, upper 70s. The valleys coming into the upper 90s, about 100 to 101 up into the high desert. Same for tomorrow. We will warm a little bit Friday into Saturday and then start to bring things back down on Sunday. Just a couple of degrees to normal. West Southern California's most accurate and dependable forecast. I'm CBS 2's Garth Kemp, KNX 1070 News Radio.
In Pasadena this morning it's 71, Sherman Oaks has 70, and in Santa Monica right now it's 67.
It's 8:47. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson has arrived in Guam in the wake of the North Korean threats against the island, and he defended the president, saying that Pyongyang might see fire and fury like the world has never seen.
What the president's doing is sending a strong message to North Korea in language that Kim Jong-un would understand, because he doesn't seem to understand diplomatic language.
Southern California Republican Congressman Darrell Issa tells CNN that we should just cut off the cash to North Korea.
I believe military has to be the backup plan, and diplomacy, but diplomacy of the type we're using now, cutting off the last, if you will, couple of $2 billion of hard money to this regime.
Guam is on the edge after the Korean threat to launch an attack. The spokeswoman for Homeland Security and Civil Defense in Guam is Jenna Gamindi. She tells KNX her agency is urging calm over the threat.
There are so many different factors that go into being able to accurately shoot a missile at a tiny island, right? So we just remind our community that although they do have capabilities to shoot these missiles, there's no imminent threat to Guam at this time.
She says she trusts the U.S. military.
I feel extremely safe. I place our confidence in our U.S. military. Of course, our U.S. military installations, they also have their family members here.
Guam has a population of about 160,000.
Now, the president getting on Twitter this morning to talk about the situation. In a pair of tweets, he said the first order as president was to renovate and modernize the nuclear arsenal, and he says is now far stronger and more powerful than ever before. He also says, quote, "We hopefully will have to never use this power, but there will never be a time that we are not the most powerful nation in the world."
A USC International Relations professor is dismissing the North claim that it has missiles that can reach us here on the West Coast. He says recent test launches by the North show that the missiles appear to burn up or fall apart when they re-enter the atmosphere. He says the re-entry phase represents the very technically challenging problem, and it could be a year or more before the North can master it.
The LAPD has laid out details for a proposed pilot program involving the use of drones in the city.
They would only be deployed under high-risk circumstances, such as barricaded armed suspects or bomb detection. Assistant Chief Beatrice Grimala says the drones will act as another set of eyes.
It can allow officers to obtain an elevated view or vantage point to assess the dangers of a situation in almost any terrain.
And she says they can do so without endangering the lives of officers or police dogs.
Where maybe the mere introduction of such would help to escalate an incident.
She assured the drones would not be weaponized, a key concern of those opposed to their use. The department hopes to have 2 drones in the air potentially by the end of the year, but more public input will be gathered before the program can take off. Margaret Carrero, KNX 1070 News Radio.
LA City Fire Department will get another helicopter that'll make 7. A city council committee is expected to authorize the addition later today. The issue about having enough choppers came to a head in May when 2 brush fires broke out, one in Silmar, the other in Mandible Canyon, and only 3 of the department's choppers were available.
It's 8:50 at KNX.
An update on your money now with Frank Motek.
Good morning. Well, a day after the Dow snapped a 10-day winning streak, we see a bit of a pullback on North Korea and Disney getting the blame for the Dow's retreat this morning, down 68 points, 22,017. Disney shares moving lower. A disappointing earnings report. Also, an announcement that it will move its movies from Netflix and start 2 of its own video streaming services. Netflix shares also pulling back. NASDAQ now is down 32 points, and the S&P 500 down 6. Gold is getting a lift of $17 now at $12.79, and crude oil slightly higher, up 6 cents at $49.23. Well, cyber thieves now increasingly hitting manufacturing companies with cyber attacks that demand ransom to make computer malware go away. New report says manufacturers, government, and financial companies now are the top targets globally for illegal intrusions by criminals, foreign espionage agencies, and others. LA is the largest manufacturing region in America, and the preferred currency for these hackers, Bitcoin, which hit an all-time high above $3,500 this past week. Right now it's at $3,274, up from $600 about a year ago. We check your money at 20 and 50. Frank Motek, KNX 1070 News Radio.
A big congratulations out to Alex Saab of Downey. He got the correct answer for today's timeline contest. The year 1994. Congratulations going out to Alex. Well, Gecko Beer. It's not the name of a new IPA or stout, but a guy has claimed that a couple of geckos flavored his beer. I'll explain in 1 minute. It's 8:51.
Have you heard the story about how American Vision Windows began?
Owners Bill and Kathleen had such a horrible experience when they purchased their windows, they knew something needed to change.
We just wanted our customers to have a better experience than we did.
Well, it's been almost 20 years since American Vision Windows began. Now they're the #1 window replacement company in California. Served over 80,000 customers and installed close to 1 million windows.
American Vision Windows offers the highest quality products, expert installation, and an unmatched customer experience.
Right now, buy 4 windows, save $500. Buy 7, save $1,000. Or buy 10 windows or more and save $1,500. All with 0% financing, no money down, and no payments for 1 full year.
Revolutionizing the home improvement industry one customer at a time. American Vision Windows.
Call now. 888-363-8181. 888-363-8181. Or click AmericanVisionWindows.com. CSV number 778-326. Some restricted apply. Call for details on approved credit not valid with other offers. Offer expires 8/31/17.
SoCal Edison net metering is coming to an end. Learn more at sempersolaris.com.
It's 8:52 at KNX. The LA City Council is expected to vote on the 2028 Olympics deal Friday, with state lawmakers assuring financial support.
If LA goes over budget, the state assembly speaker in a letter says they'll have it covered. However, City Councilman Paul Krikorian, who sits on the council's Olympics committee, tells me they don't foresee any cost overruns.
For example, we'll have 4 more years to realize marketing revenues relating to the Olympics, and we'll be increasing the insurance coverage.
He adds, though, he hopes the state support is adjusted to inflation.
That if we're increasing the budget contingency by a certain amount, that it would be appropriate for the other potential contingencies to increase in that amount, including the state.
The committee votes on the 28 Olympics deal Friday before the full council gets it. Karen Adams, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Orange County man suing Heineken. He says he found a couple of dead geckos in his beer can, and he said it made him ill. He bought the beer at a Ralph's supermarket in Fountain Valley, and he says he's traumatized. Apparently he bought the beer 2 years ago, and Heineken says this whole thing is bogus.
And a former food service director with the LA Unified School District has pleaded not guilty to embezzlement, perjury, and misuse of public funds. David Finkel accused of diverting $65,000 of district money into his chef's club and personal bank account. He's credited with helping bring healthier meals to school kids. Echo Park, that is. Southbound 5 and Stadium Way. Right now, got an injury crash involving a motorcyclist, and it's causing delays all the way to Sun Valley. We'll have an update with the traffic coming up in 1 minute.
The Trojans are making progress at training camp. Here's Randy Cadoon.
USC getting ready for their opening game 3 weeks from Sunday. Quarterback Sam Darnold.
I think everyone's getting the playbook down. The more reps we got out here, the better we get. So as the weeks progress, I continue to see improvements. So everyone's improving. We're starting to get used to everything.
NFL, Rams, and Chargers will have a joint practice today at UC Irvine. Still no Aaron Donald as he continues his holdout. Rams linebacker Alec Ogletree.
You definitely wish Aaron Donald was here, but the guys that are here, they're here to work, and that's all we can focus on right now is the guys that are here at training camp with us to get ready for the season. So, when he gets back, we're definitely going to embrace him and welcome him back.
Rams and Cowboys will play Saturday at the Coliseum. Chargers and Seahawks in Carson on Sunday, and tonight it's Houston and Carolina. Oh yeah, Wednesday night football. Next sports in less than 30 minutes from the Southern California Chevy Dealer Sports Desk. Randy Cadoon, KNX 1070 News Radio.
There's some new concerns about the safety of American diplomats in Havana. We'll have an update on this story coming up at the top of the hour.
Brought to you by Stater Brothers. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5. Here's Jennifer Yard.
Southbound side of the 5, right around Red Hill. We've had now a new crash reported there in lanes. The southbound 5 had an earlier problem right around Culver. It's just kind of still very congested is basically what I want to tell you. It's a loaded drive from Catella down through the Irvine area. Southbound 55 was a little bit affected by it. It's still tough this morning from about Chapman. Southbound 57 also pretty heavy from Lincoln down to the 5 crush. Of course, that's where the 5, the 22, and the 57 all merge. Northbound side of the 5 coming up from Buena Park, still heavy from at least Carmenita through about Paramount, then it opens up. The southbound 5 is this motorcycle crash right at Stadium Way, and it's just now, I got dark, solid red lights getting away from the 134 on that southbound 5. So what can you do? Well, you can take the San Fernando Road, or you can take the South 101. This is what you can expect. If you take the 101 south, it is heavy through the Cahuenga Pass. It opens up past Highland, and then it gets heavy again at Melrose down to the 4 level. Stater Brothers Supermarkets, Don't miss out on 2 ads one day Wednesday. This Wednesday, shop last week's ad and this week's ad together on the same day. Stater Brothers, we always get more for less. Our next traffic report is at 9:05. I'm Jennifer York with more traffic reports more often. KNX 1070 News Radio.
Looks like a sunny day for all of us here in Southern California, with temps will be in the 70s along the beaches. Look for 80s downtown. Right now, downtown has 75.
An experienced hiker goes for a hike but doesn't come home. We'll get the latest on a search near Sierra Madre coming up after 9 o'clock. Right now, 8:56.
From Southern California, the firefighters been working to fight Washington.
I want to get to the bottom if Russia or anybody else.
Now China is North Korea's largest trading partner.
When breaking news happens, it happens on KNX 1070.
Republicans and Democrats are saying good things about Robert Mueller.
Breaking news. Stay with Southern California's only 24-hour news, traffic, and weather station, KNX 1070 News Radio.
Another gorgeous day here in Southern California. What could possibly make it even better? May I suggest a brand new BMW? Frank Motek here to tell you there's nothing like energizing your day as I do behind the wheel of the awesome 2017 BMW 750i. A lot of exciting things happening around town, and as far as I'm concerned, the 750i is the way to go for business and fun. The 7 Series gets my spirits soaring, and it's rejuvenating, like having a spa day every day with driver's seat massager. You start every day with a massage. The 7 Series is super sharp, gives you the VIP treatment, and gets the VIP treatment at all the important places. As one of my guests put it the other day, a seat in the 7 Series is a first-class seat with passenger seat massager, too. Of course, I'm loving the advanced voice control navigation system that gets me to wherever I'm going just by saying where I want to go. And along the way, the excellent sound system is cranked up. Have some fun. Experience the awesome 7 Series for yourself this week and take advantage of the limited-time lease and finance offers going on right now in many BMW models. Go to SoCalBMW.com for full details, or head right on over this morning to your nearest Southern California BMW Center. Tell them Frank Motek sent you in. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
A facelift or neck lift without surgery? How's that sound? That's right. Tighten the skin around your face, eyes, and neck without surgery, without injections, and without fillers of any kind, and have it look completely natural. That's just one of the amazing benefits my friend Dr. Ristler and the amazing team at LDI can offer you. The technology and 35-year proven track record at LDI cannot be beat. But tightening loose skin is only the beginning. If you're tired of looking at deep wrinkles or lines around your mouth and lip area, call LDI. If you want to treat sun-damaged skin on your face or even your chest, how about removing those red and brown spots? Call LDI. Or if you or your child is struggling with acne or old acne scars and you just can't figure out a lasting solution, LDI can. It will help you treat it once and for all. LDI has the most state-of-the-art tattoo removal technology in the world, removing even the most difficult tattoos more effectively and with fewer treatments. The best part, the consultation absolutely free. Call 800-606-6000. That's 1-800-606-6000, 1-800-606-6000, or go to getldi.com.
Relationships are about give and take. He'll take the action flicks. You prefer the rom-com. But when it comes to sleep, why settle? Introducing the new Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed. The only bed smart enough to sense your movement and automatically adjust to both of you so you stay comfortable all night. It's even designed to help with this. Much better. Does your bed do that? Right now, save up to $800 on a Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed and FlexFit Smart Adjustable Base. To find one of our 29 stores in the greater LA area, go to sleepnumber.com.
Broadcasting live from the Southern California BMW newsroom. Test drive a BMW 7 Series, the driver's luxury car today. KNX 1070 AM HD, AM HD2, Los Angeles. KNX 1070 News Radio.
Coming up, the top local story.
A new report makes a strong attack on the way LA County jails are being run.
Concern for a hiker missing in the San Gabriel Mountains.
And Glendale detectives looking at a murder of a 60-year-old woman.
Those stories plus traffic every 2 minutes on the 5s and 3 minutes after CBS covers the world at 9 o'clock.
CBS News. I'm Steve Kathan. There's concern about the safety of American diplomats in Cuba, and the FBI is investigating. Correspondent Steve Dorsey has more on this CBS News exclusive. He joins us live from Washington.
Steve, a State Department spokesperson says some U.S. government personnel in Havana on official duty have reported incidents that have caused a variety of physical symptoms. The department hasn't made clear what those incidents have been and what those symptoms are, but it did take action against Cuba. On May 23rd, the U.S. asked 2 Cuban officials in the U.S. to leave the country. The spokesperson also says it reminded the Cuban government of its obligations under the Vienna Convention to protect diplomats. An investigation is underway. Live in Washington, Steve Dorsey, CBS News.
FBI agents raided a Virginia home owned by former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort late last month in a hunt for evidence in the Russia investigation, but this may raise more questions than answers. We're live with CBS's Vicki Barker.
FBI agents staging a pre-dawn raid, reportedly seizing some of the same documents their target had already shared with congressional investigators. CBS News political analyst Leonard Steinhorn says he smells a fishing expedition for far bigger fish than Paul Manafort.
Now, if Donald Trump has nothing to hide, the trail could then stop at Manafort. But if there's more to the story, you have to imagine that this news will make Donald Trump and the White House very, very nervous.
From special counsel Robert Mueller, who apparently ordered the raid, no comment. Steve?
Secretary of State Tillerson says Americans should sleep well at night and not be concerned about the latest North Korea rhetoric as he pursues diplomatic efforts.
Whether we've got them backed into a corner or not is difficult to say, but diplomatically, you never like to have someone in a corner without a way for them to get out.
He stopped over in